Okay, creativity is dead. But did it ever exist? Okay, well, sure, there has been an increase in remakes, reboots, and franchises over the past couple of decades, but that's nothing new. Now lately it's been this decade's, the tens? Love affair with the 80s that gets everyone talking. Honestly, the whole thing is still weird to me considering it was like yesterday when the 80s were considered the worst thing ever.
Some of the things I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
Nevertheless, I'm also on the Stranger Things bandwagon like everyone else. Stranger Things is often criticized for not being original, just a mashup of 80s tropes and playing on nostalgia, and for some reason, this is the nail in the coffin for originality. But if Stranger Things isn't considered original because of its nostalgia, then neither can Star Wars, or Back to the Future, because these are all examples of the 30-year cycle. The 30-year cycle is the idea for the past 40-50 years we've all been at least slightly nostalgic for what's come before. And while Stranger Things kickstarted this new wave of love for the 80s, it wasn't too long ago when Sandlot, Forrest Gump were doing the same thing for the 60s. And yeah, I know, Forrest Gump is set across multiple decades, but the whole movie is about how Vietnam threw the US into chaos. Anyways, going back even further, films like Back to the Future, American Graffiti, and Grease were all love affairs to the 50s. Even Star Wars, while not a direct homage to the 50s, the whole movie is a love letter to the Flash Gordon serials from the 50s. Even Family Guy is a parody of All in the Family. The point is that there's nothing wrong or uncreative about nostalgia, so don't feel ashamed the next time some jerk tries telling you why your love for the 80s is unoriginal.
Don't you latte-sipping leeches understand? I've seen enough of these Hollywood super hunks. We need a dumpy, unappealing loser.
And if you're someone who likes to create things, then use this to your advantage. The 10s are wrapping up. 10s? Really? Is that what we're going with? And we're already seeing the 90s making a comeback. So get ahead of the curve and set your next film in a blockbuster. There are infinite stories to be told, so don't let some guy tell you that your interests are unoriginal, because when you get down to it, so are everyone's.